In 1975, I arrived at the teacher's school in Ursus, Van, as the assistant director. The campus was a beautiful sight, stretching along the shores of Lake Van. We were surrounded by lush potato fields, vibrant orchards, and quiet staff housing. A small school boat bobbed gently at the pier, the very picture of peace.
One afternoon, I took a group of students to a nearby island to see the rabbits, enjoying the calm air. But the weather shifted abruptly on our return. A violent storm descended without warning. Waves rose like massive walls, tossing our boat and threatening to capsize us into the dark depths.
We fought the swells for a grueling hour before finally crashing onto the shore.
As I stepped onto the sand, the scene was chaotic. Teachers and staff were sprinting toward the water, pointing frantically at the horizon. My heart sank as I learned that my brother, Ramazan, and his friend Mehmet had taken a small skiff out just before the gale hit.
The wind had pushed them far into the center of the lake. We scanned the gray, churning horizon until two tiny figures emerged amidst the foam.
Ramazan and Mehmet were battling the currents with everything they had. Suddenly, Mehmet leaped into the freezing water. He tied a rope to the boat to drag it toward us. The waves were mountainous, tossing him like a leaf in a gale. He could not hold the rope with his hands against such brutal force. In a moment of desperate courage, he clamped his teeth onto the thick, wet rope, burying his face in the spray. He swam with his entire body, his legs kicking rhythmically against the crushing undertow. We stood on the bank, breathless, straining to catch the end of the line. Mehmet drifted closer, his eyes locked on the shore, his jaw locked tight on the rope. Inch by agonizing inch, the distance closed.
When he finally touched the shallows, we grabbed the line and hauled both the boat and the boys onto the gravel.
They collapsed, shivering and breathless, as the storm continued to roar above us.
I still see that scene whenever I look at the water. It was the day I learned that true strength is not found in idle moments, but in the desperate courage one summons to save those they love.